This sort of submarine's primary function is to engage enemy submarines and ships. It's also critical that these vessels approach hostile vessels and warships unnoticed. It is much more critical to escape the region unobserved by hostile anti-submarine ships and maritime patrol aircraft after the encounter. Both Soviet and U.S. nations now can unleash nuclear Armageddon from the safety of the ocean depths. Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video, we are talking about the 9 submarines that can destroy the world in 5 minutes. Without any fuss, let's get into the video. First, Akula class submarine. Moscow had already begun work on a more substantial improvement, codenamed Project 971A, the Akula II, which included a 110-meter hull length and a displacement increase to 12,770 tons. The Akula II's improved design has a quieter engine than its predecessors, making it Russia's quietest submarine. The Akula can cruise at speeds of up to 10 knots on the surface. This submarine can dive to 600 meters and reach speeds of up to 33 knots while submerged. The Akula has a 100-day endurance once deployed. The Akula is equipped with anti-ship, anti-submarine, and anti-surface weaponry, allowing it to carry out a variety of tasks. A submarine of the Akula class may carry up to 12 Granite cruise missiles, which are available in anti-ship and land assault versions. The Granite missile has a 3,000-kilometer range. The Akula I features 8 torpedo launch tubes for anti-ship and anti-submarine missions, whereas the Akula I improved and Akula II has 10. The Akula class also has anti-air capability thanks to the Strela SAN-58 portable launcher with 18 missiles. Next is Ohio-class ballistic missile submarine. This submarine of the United States Navy may carry 24 UGM-133 Trident II D5 submarine launched ballistic missiles with up to 12 W-88 475 kiloton thermonuclear bombs apiece. The Ohio class and its Trident II missiles can be deployed as first strike weapons due to the sheer precision of the Mk5 reentry vehicle, which has a circular error of probability of fewer than 90 meters. The U.S. aims to keep a total of 14 Ohio-class submarines under the 2010 Nuclear Posture Review, with 2 in repair at any given time. Each Ohio now carries 20 Trident II missiles for a total of 240 deployed Trident IIs. 9 Ohio-class submarines are currently stationed in the Pacific, with another 5 in the Atlantic. Let's move on to Columbia-class ballistic missile submarine. Despite its impressive capabilities, the Ohio-class submarine is an elderly design, and the first of the class is nearing the end of its 42-year service life. The new Columbia-class boomer is being built by the U.S. Navy to replace the Ohio-class. With a displacement of 20,800 tons, the new SSBNs are somewhat larger than the Ohio-class. However, they only have 16 Trident II D5 missiles on board. A new life-of-the-boat reactor and permanent magnet motor drive, while exceedingly quiet, take up the majority of the vessel's huge size. The new boats are based on the Virginia-class attack submarine's technology and use many of the smaller boats' features. We're down to Project 955 Borei-class ballistic missile submarine. The Borei-class is a class of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines designed by Russia for the first time after the breakup of the Soviet Union. The Yuri Dolgoruki, the flagship ship of this new class, was launched in 2008 and commissioned in 2013. In 2010, a second Borei-class submarine was launched and commissioned. A third was launched in 2012, while the Knyaz Vladimir, the most recent vessel, was late constructed earlier that year. The new Borei-class submarines are intended to replace Moscow's outdated fleet of Soviet-era Typhoon and Delta III submarines. Not to be outdone, America's Cold War foe retains parity with the U.S. in only one area, nuclear weapons, while having drastically diminished its military capability. As a result, it should come as no surprise that Russia is constructing a fleet of new Project 955A Borei-class ballistic submarines. With a displacement of 24,000 tons, the Borei is larger than the Ohio or Columbia, but not nearly as competent as its mammoth Project 941 Akula aka Typhoon-class forebears. Despite this, the Boreis are the quietest Russian ballistic missile submarine ever built, with pump jet propulsor technology. The ships are armed with 16 RSM-56 Bulava submarine-launched ballistic missiles, each capable of carrying up to 10 nuclear warheads and capable of a range of 8,000 kilometers. The warheads are designed to escape missile defenses and have a CEP of between 250 and 300 meters. Fifth, Project 667 BDRM Delfin-class Delta IV ballistic missile submarine. The Delta IV is the current backbone of the Russian ballistic missile submarine force. built at the same time as the formidable Typhoon class. The older 18,200-ton Delta IV is still a powerful vehicle, equipped with 16 R-29RMU Suniva liquid-fuel ballistic missiles, each capable of carrying 4 to 8 warheads. The Delta IV, unlike previous iterations of the Project 667 design, can fire missiles in any direction while maintaining a consistent course in a circular sector. It can also fire ballistic missiles from a depth of 55 meters while traveling at 6 to 7 knots. Next in line is Project 885M Yasen class guided missile submarine. Project 885 Yasen from Sevmash shipyard is Russia's solution to an aging fleet of Akula class submarines. This nuclear-powered submarine will eventually replace Soviet-era designs and meet Moscow's need for an assault submarine. The Severodvinsk, the first Yasen class submarine, joined the Northern Fleet at Severomorsk in 2014. The Severodvinsk class nuclear-powered guided missile submarine is not a ballistic missile submarine, but it poses a danger to the U.S. since it carries 32 dual-nuclear conventional capability 3M14K caliber cruise missiles with a range of about 2,500 kilometers. The Yasen class is quick, silent, and equipped with powerful sensors. If the U.S. The appraisal of the boats by the Navy's Office of Naval Intelligence is true. The Severodvinsk or her sister, the Kazan, are expected to cruise close to 2,000 kilometers off the American East Coast and strike inland as far as the Great Lakes. Seventh is Kilo-class submarine. The Kilo is a smaller submarine with a submerged displacement of 3,076 tons and a hull length of 70 meters in the Iranian version. 6 torpedo launch tubes are included in the basic Kilo variant. The Test 71 MKE TV electric homing torpedo, which has a 205 kilogram explosive charge, may be employed on this platform. Up to 24 mines can be released by the Kilo. The Kilo may be equipped with 8 anti-air missiles and is compatible with both the Strela 3 and Igla surface-to-air systems. India, which also utilizes the Kilo, hired the Russian shipyard Zvezdochka to equip its versions with anti-ship missiles such as the Club S, range 220 kilometers. The Kilo's diesel generators allow the submarine to cruise at speeds of up to 10 knots on the surface and 17 knots below. The Kilo can dive up to 300 meters beneath the waves and has a 45-day endurance. The Kilo is still in use in post-Soviet Russia, and it may also be found in China, India, Iran, and Algeria. Poland and Romania, both ex-Warsaw Pact NATO members, deploy the Kilo as well. Second to the last is Type 636.3 Varshavyanka, improved Kilo. The Varshavyanka serves as a platform for a strong armament suite with a submerged displacement of up to 4,000 tons. The improved Kilo, like its predecessor, features 6 torpedo launch tubes and is equipped with Strela 3 and Igla surface-to-air missiles. The Type 636.6 variant may also carry anti-ship missiles like the Novator Club S, which has a range of 220 kilometers and is armed with a high explosive payload. The improved Kilo, like the original Project 877, has a 45-day endurance and a maximum dive depth of 300 meters. The improved Kilo has faster surface and underwater speeds than its predecessor, 11 knots on the surface and 20 knots below. The improved submarine is already regarded as one of the quietest diesel-electric submarines in operation. Nonetheless, the Rubin Design Bureau is looking at equipping the Varshavyanka vessels with an air-independent propulsion system which might be quieter than a nuclear power plant. Lastly, Seawolf Class USA. The Seawolf Class submarines are the world's most sophisticated, but also the most costly hunter-killer submarines. These submarines were designed to re-establish the technological advantage that the U.S. Navy held over the Soviets from 1945 to the mid-1980s, when espionage and deceptive business tactics by some U.S. allies weakened it. The Seawolf Class submarines were designed to hunt down and kill the most recent Soviet ballistic missile submarines, such as the Typhoon class, as well as the most recent attack submarines, such as the Akula class. They are perhaps the world's quietest submarines ever built. Even at high speeds, it is remarkably silent. Most submarines must cruise at 5 miles per hour or less to avoid being detected by passive sonar arrays. However, the Seawolf class is said to be able to cruise at 20 knots and still be hard to spot. At 25 miles per hour, a Seawolf is quieter than an older Los Angeles-class submarine moored near the dock. And there you have it. Which do you think an attack submarine is the finest in the world? Comment down below the things we missed in our video. Before you go, please leave us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more interesting content. See you at the next one. Goodbye.